we don't have any Trin with us, so
Well, she did say she wasn't.
so we can get started now. Is everyone logged in?
No.
Logging in.
Someone
now.
is not logged in.
We're missing a green guy.
Yeah, I'm logging in.
God damn it, green guy.
No, do you know what I did like 3 times? Like, yeah, just logging in, just logging in.
It's fine, listening.
And at some point we've got curry arriving, so now we'll suddenly just piff for that.
They're delicious. I love curry.
You wouldn't think we've already eaten pizza today.
I was going to say, pizza night for me on Mondays.
We had pizza. We had
Yeah.
pizza for lunch with the kids.
Yeah, we went to Pizza Hut. And they had this
Oh,
paper
Pizza
sign
Hut.
on the door
Okay.
saying that they are not partaking in the kids' deal thing. And
That I already knew they weren't partaking in anyway.
I know, but like, this is like the flagship Pizza Hut for our local area. It's
What's the kids deal? What was it not giving you?
Basically what they do, they started doing over the holidays, is a lot of restaurants have started doing like kids eat for £1 or discounts or cheap or free.
Okay.
The idea being is because price of food is so expensive, people stopped going out and eating.
Yeah.
So to try and encourage families to go back out and spend money, it was like, well,
That's a good idea. You don't want to spend another it's hard enough for you. Sometimes with £20 a meal, which is quite cheap for a meal. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If you go to
Well,
a
it
restaurant,
started because after
then you've got to do
lockdown,
that for a kid as well. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
well, families just wouldn't go after lockdown. Like my brother
Yeah.
works for the Harvester, and he said like after lockdown when they all sort of started back up, he said like couples would go out. He said, but the big spending families just stopped. And that,
Good
so
point.
they started doing it to encourage them, and also because the whole, a lot of families have like the kids on school dinners that's free
Yeah, free school meals.
and stuff like that. So a lot of them do that, but obviously it doesn't run during the holidays. So it's kind of like one of the government's things of like making sure kids had a hot meal.
Yeah.
Was like, well, we can eat a hot meal at a restaurant, which weren't expensive. You know, it was like expensive. That's why they did them.
So like so Pizza Hut as like a brand on Facebook and stuff has been plastering this deal all over.
It hasn't. That's the thing. Pizza Hut has been one of the ones that hasn't done it.
I've been saying them.
Oh, you
And
said that.
saying like kids eat free. Click here for further details. At which point it would then say all the restaurants which are not. But then all of like the eat for a bargain sort of groups on Facebook and
I've
stuff.
just been putting Pizza Huts are doing the deal, and loads of people were in the restaurant that had kids, and I mean, there was a group there with probably about, so I think there was only 2 adults and about 8 or 9 kids, and then they were complaining because they were not like ordering all this food
and not getting the deal.
and not getting the deal.
So they stuck up a piece of paper that literally just said, "This restaurant is not partaking in the kids eat free deal."
Bit late by the time you rock up to the door, but hey, hey.
Yeah,
well-
you gotta make kids happy then.
Oh, Nat
Gives me
knew.
the vibe of like
Yeah,
that
but
one
I
time
already.
where
It's one of those things. They did say if you clicked on it, it told you that they were not a participating restaurant. People just weren't checking, and I think they just stuck it up because people were just being bitchy.
Mm. But then again, this is the Pizza Hut that got recorded with 2 people having sex in the kitchen. So.
No, we reported it for 2 episodes in the kitchen.
You snitches.
Sounds like you guys were recording him as well.
Yeah.
No, there was this.
They
you
got caught
could-
on CCTV technically.
You could probably look it up on YouTube, but some people went into a Pizza Hut. There were no waiting tables, so they started looking around. They went into the kitchen to find the waitress banging the chef, and they then got chased out. You can probably find it on YouTube, but it's that restaurant that they were in is the one that we went to.
There's a fucking yeast joke here somewhere. I can see it.
Yeah.
It'll come to me in a bit.
It has changed a lot since then,
Mm.
and it did close down for a while.
Yeah.
But it was quite funny.
Alright then, is everyone ready?
Yep, it looks like we are playing without Tyler.
More or less, yeah.
logged in.
Am I not logged in?
No,
No, apparently.
I don't know where you've logged in, but it's
Still
not.
not
I did get distracted and start doing some Etsy stuff. Launch.
And
He was
does
like, I'll be
every,
there in a minute, and then he just didn't click it.
I just walked off. Yeah, I literally just walked off, started doing the dishes.
has
like-
everyone logged into their profile on D&D Beyond? Does
Yes.
everybody have dice?
Yes.
I don't have any dice. I don't have dice. I just have dice.
You don't want to pack those in someone's mistake.
I test them out, and the people who give me shit get the shit dice. So I've got some brown ones over there that roll me 2 9s. Have that, you can.
I'll edit that out of the video. Alright then. So, who would like to do the recap for last session?
I missed it, so not me. It will be a completely different story to what actually happened if I do it.
I don't remember.
No, it was more of a
Really?
roleplay
Because you
one,
were the
wasn't
most
it?
proactive member of the group during last session.
I don't know, I think I spent a lot of time shouting at everybody. I
We
don't
just had a
remember.
chat.
We had a
from-
long time strategizing with our liege lord, king, or certain some noble figure,
Mhm.
strategizing where we should deploy our various forces around the Isles. Don't ask me for specifics on the plan. That's for someone below my rank, obviously.
Mhm.
Oh, didn't we send Scott? We told Scott he had to go and fight the Balrog.
Scott.
Oh, yeah, I got told about that. You guys gaslit the boss to fighting a Balrog who will most certainly die. The reason I
But
saw
the
this...
boss, this is what I don't get. He says that we can take it on, yeah? But he's supposed to be our boss, and he's supposed to be stronger than us. So technically he shouldn't have a problem fighting a Balrog because he's supposed to be stronger than us.
So I didn't get told this. I got an update from Matt saying, by the way, you didn't miss much. It was just a bit of roleplay. And then I look on Facebook on this page, and I see him put a post. Guys, help! And then he just explains about my players gaslit the boss into fighting a Balrog, and I was just like, I will pretend I didn't see this.
Funny thing is, I saw the exact same post while I was at work, and I'm sitting at work reading this, and the guys two of the guys I work with play D&D as well. They're trying to get me to join their campaign, and they're like, does your DM not realise that you can read what he writes?
Yeah, I got a DM straight away, and it was like Matt, and he's like, I didn't lie. Technically, they did it with roleplay, so I wasn't wrong. I was like, alright, fair.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
But that was my reasoning, is he likes to go around telling us he's a big, strong boss and he's stronger than we are. If he thinks that it'll take us to take out a Balrog, then he should have no problem on his own.
Smoking a lot of weed out there. Right out there. Smell it.
Ow. I just hit my knee.
So we deployed our various forces.
Which consists of 3,000 elves, 5 dragons, 200 Vikings, and 500 rangers.
And then we elected to tackle the situation in Athel Lorien ourselves, or at least investigate the situation.
Mhm.
And we used Dur's amazing tree network,
Yeah.
ET tree home, though it's probably a joke in there,
Yeah.
to
So it's like
carry
shooting
ourselves
through a
away
tree.
to Athel Lorien.
Yeah.
And would anyone like to fill Hayden in on what's happening with the dragon?
Which one?
The green one.
Oh,
right,
it
right.
lived in our castle, wasn't it? It's now looking after our gold. It's our
Oh,
bank.
yeah, we grabbed it.
The treasury guy. Yeah, I remember we convinced it to stay because Otley was on a bit of a wind up, and then it got taken seriously.
Yeah, well, why
And
don't
now
you be our
Dragon.
guard? And they said yes.
Yeah, it was like, you so want to be close to your future wife, and she now has a home, and you must protect your future assets, and therefore, and like gaslit it into... The campaign feels like we just gaslight everyone to doing stuff.
Yeah, but it was a very gaslighting situation.
Yeah, we gaslight her into licking things that say don't lick by telling him it says to lick it.
Yeah.
If there's a session without gaslighting, is it really a session?
Well, we'll find out with this session. Okay.
I'll make sure it happens at some point, don't worry.
Okay, and also, as you've travelled along the tree network, you're also taking Jason with you, who is going to effectively validate your...
Daddy, my dress is full!
Okay.
Mommy has to come get you.
Okay.
Mommy, snacks is
Alright.
wrong!
Alright, hold on guys, I need to see what's going on here.
Good.
Look, I found!
Alright, well, falling bookcase aside on our end, we can get back into the game. So, you guys have walked through the tree at the castle in Minas Epidas, and you're going to emerge into Athel Lorien, has done all the various enchantments that are required to identify where you're heading and open up the tree and blip, and Jason's coming with you. So as you're journeying through what's known as the world routes, which is effectively a lattice work of anchor points between various trees and then the tree, the world tree Yggdrasil. When you're transitioning through this, you very much see this as effectively a great luminescent tree that's made of pure of light, just way off in distance, but absolutely massive. Sort of like Jaeger and Kaiju size sort of tree. And as you're journeying through this, you can see all of your details have just been replaced by pure radiant light. Now you can identify who's who based on like your general outlines, but you don't have any features. And also, as you're travelling through this, you're vaguely aware of other people using the world routes in whatever form that they're using them at various points of throughout the universe. You're literally just sort of staring out entire creation while you're transitioning through this. Now, you're very aware that as you utilise the system, it's a case of there's one opening and one exit. However, as you're seemingly becoming closer to your destination, the opening suddenly starts splitting off into multiple smaller exits, some of which are made of the radiant light which you're used to, others have a sort of pinkish hue, and then others are radiating a black light, is basically the only way I can describe it. And this is a problem, because the spell was designed that your destination is predetermined before you go into the tree. There's no way for you to change course while you're in this transit. And suddenly you're faced with multiple...
Doe's never cast this spell before either. So Doe doesn't even actually know, really. He's had it used on him, but he's never cast it.
Yeah, but basically at this point you have no idea what to do. Moving into this...
I'm going to try and edge away from the black ones if I can. I'll try and avoid the fucking void light and not go into that.
Yep. So as this multiple exits conundrum is sort of looming ahead of you, suddenly all of the pink ones just sort of all coalesce, and you feel yourself sort of dragged off to one side, and all of you come falling out of this tree that is in the middle of this map. I'm assuming everybody's on this page.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, sorry, this page rather. You come falling out of this tree in particular, and even as you're tumbling through it, you can see immediately every single one of the tree leaves on this tree is a radiant pink and purple. So, you all come tumbling out, but can I get dexterity saving throws from people to see if people land on other people?
Would my danger sense help?
Yes.
Sweet.
12.
21.
10. I
Well,
got
Ollie's
13.
got 24. What do you get?
Sorry, I got distracted. On what?
Dexterity saving. I can do it, don't worry.
I don't know where the plug is. It should be there.
Okay, so
14.
okay, so as you all come tumbling out, but the majority of you have the capability of sort of tucking and rolling as instead of just going flat on your face. Jason, on the other hand, also succeeds and landing very heavily into the ground with a very cling of various plate metal and the entire armoury of weapons that he's taking with him. So you find yourself on sort of like the transitional point between a beach and grassland. And as you are sort of coming to your senses, a womanly shape appears in front of you, made entirely out of leaves, which are held together by the wind. And a face forms in front of you and says, "Welcome, adventurers, to Athel Lorien. Your arrival has been foretold."
We've been foretold his arrival a lot of times.
Have no
I
fear.
hope we're doing like
So what was that, McKelly?
I hope we weren't late.
A wizard is never late.
Yes, indeed. But please, make yourself comfortable, for in this land you are safe. Move beyond this land, you will not be safe. At which point she just simply disperses into leaves and simply blows away. As you guys begin to take in your surroundings, bear in mind you've got this whopping great tree in the middle, which is obscuring your view from the majority of things. You can see that there appears to be a very high military presence here. You're seeing all sorts of various different types of warriors. The most prominent of which are people who are dressed in what appears to be emerald armour, but with long swords, spears, and very shiny, ornate weaponry. You then have humanoid tree people who stand quite tall, but then towering above them, you have these giant literal trees which are walking around in a human-ish sort of way, but they seem to be struggling with it. Some of them are just simply limping along, others are walking like really prominently, others are literally just sliding along, pausing, sliding along, pausing again. However, for the majority of you, particularly the males, you're taken up by what seems to be an entire battalion of naked women.
What?
All of whom are pretty much identical, bar facial appearances and stuff, by the fact that all of them have red hair with a white streak that runs through it, and instead of clothing, they seem to be clad in what appears to be war paint and tattoos.
Yes. How badass.
And in the case of Otley specifically, can I get a nature check from you?
You can. With a +0. I got a 4.
Roll to hide chubby.
Yeah, I mean, I know Revy was saying they're badass, but I think those ones over there have particularly nice ones, so...
That's slightly worrying to walk back into the room and all I hear is particularly nice ones.
Yep.
I walked back in the room, I rejoined the mic, and I just heard there's an army of naked women for some reason.
Well, I'm talking there's some nice ones, so I don't know which one has got the worst end of the story.
Okay, so initially you seem to have sort of seen something that you've really. I'm trying to say this in a way that can't be turned into an innuendo, and I
think
physically can't.
Something
Something that effectively takes your fancy, but then as you sort of look, a group of what appears to be elven men and women sort of walk in front of your eye line, and you can see that these people whilst they are clad in whatever it is that they are, whether it's armour, robes, or in this sort of state of nakedness, you can see that they have trees literally growing in and out of their bodies.
Assuming you want them to now.
No, probably not later. And some of them are walking very much like the trees are. Some of them are walking normally. Some are sort of limping and dragging. Others are just sort of sliding along the ground.
Okay.
Healing spell, anybody?
So, what would you guys like to do?
What the hell happened here?
Do we know where we are? Let's go roll.
I would turn to Jason and go, Jason, where are we?
This appears to be Alice.
And
Alice?
that is where?
Yeah, Alice. It's the sort of like it's sort of like the northern port of Athel Lorien, although they kind of have ports here.
Was this, from our information, we were told that this, if we're in the right place, and it sounds like we are, they were being attacked from the north, right? So... looking across, like it looks like we're at some sort of military camp, ready for defense.
Yeah, that makes it makes sense. You should probably try and find the band leader, but
Yeah, I'm gonna look around. Who looks the most? Is anyone wearing a crown, or has anyone got any kind of clothing on? Was
Can I
anyone
point out that we were supposedly told that when we jumped through the tree, if we didn't have Jason, we would be attacked. No one's attacked us
Yeah.
yet.
No, well, apparently we were foretold to come here. I was going to have a go at Jason about it, but I thought we'll leave him be. He's only just got here.
They foretell us arriving in lots of places, don't they?
Yeah.
yes.
I think we're really important.
Where to go next?
Super amazing heroes.
And Jason then points out, yes, and as long as you arrive there, then they're correct.
That's
Fuck
true.
it, we go home then.
We really need to start charging for our services.
Wait,
Awesome.
and then he's just like, wait, you don't?
I don't know. Do we?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, but we did those jobs for the dragons, and I helped make sure they paid us.
Yeah. Not always in money.
Yeah.
You got husband out of it.
I don't want a husband out of it. You can marry the green dragon. You're green. You're better suited.
Racist.
Yeah, speaking of which, when is the wedding? Says
I'm
Jason.
not marrying a green dragon.
Well, according to everyone else, you are.
That's what they decided.
Yeah, your fate has been chosen for you.
Does it?
Well, yeah, it's democracy.
Yeah.
Like the
You'll
democracy
get
where
it
we
to
married
vote.
Morella off to the king of the elves, yeah? That never
Yeah, they
seemed to
left her
happen.
naked.
Yes, nakedness seems to be a thing with you people.
I have clothes on, thank you very much.
Alright, so in regards to looking for anyone in sort of leadership capacity, but can I get perception checks from all of you, please? Don't worry, I'll do it.
I'll roll my double.
29. Oh, natural 19.
On an 09.
Okay, and Onyx. And Onyx got a 2. So.
Fine.
So you
Okay.
as you look around, you can see that there are a number of people who appear to be in a sort of high stature sort of point. You've got these guys who are riding absolutely immense elks, and they're very much going around the area like they own the place. Separately to them, you can see this guy, who appears to be strategizing with various officers, and then you've got this guy, who appears to be the commander of the people guarding the gate that goes deeper into the forest.
Why don't we ask Jason which one's the most important person here?
And sorry, Otley, what did you get?
I got a 9.
Okay, go. Okay, so you've got the Elk Knights, strategy guy, and guy at the gate.
Guy at the gate probably.
Who does Jason recommend?
Well, but to be perfectly honest, kind of anybody really. But it's don't be weirded out by this, but there seems to be some sort of like telepathy thing that goes on in this forest. It's much easier if you just sort of accept it.
Okay. Does that mean Durr has telepathy? Durr! Why are you not telepathic? Why don't you read minds?
I'm going to try and telepathically tell her, I always have been, child. I'm your father.
Can I get an Arcana check from you, please?
Oh shit. 2.
Okay. You're doing this as a joke, and sort of there's a half-heartedness to this, but you do feel that at some level, your thoughts are being projected by something, but it sort of catches you by surprise, and you try to lock in on that rather than sending the message, so the message does get lost. But you do.
What the fuck's pissing her? I got a headache, man.
But you do feel that at some level the message was sent. Whether it was received or not is another matter.
Yeah.
So you
some
just
random
told some
in the
strange
forest
person
gets
that he was their father.
You
Yes,
just-
is anyone making eyes at me? Like, does anyone look shocked and staring at me?
Let's have a look. No. Oh, wait. Other way around, yes.
Can I just point out, you all laughed at me that I walked away with a potential husband. It looks like Darius walking away with some children here.
Okay, so Durr, as you sort of like look around, sort of doing this, what the hell just happened? Have I just pissed somebody off? You notice two bears which are sitting on stumps next to a tent. Strangely enough, these two bears seem to be arm wrestling. But the moment that like you sort of look at them, one of them then gives you a very strange expression, and as a result, loses the arm wrestling match.
I'm going to scream out, "Don't worry, you're not my kid. I only father winners." And then walk back.
Oh, that's just harsh.
That's so good.
At which point, the bear is then going to get up, standing on his hind legs, pick up an axe, and just swagger over to you.
Can I hold my axe and swagger up to meet him?
Sure.
Do you really need to watch what you say with your children, you know? They're very sensitive people. I'm going to pat Durr on the head.
Apparently they are.
So
Can I help you? Can I help you, sir?
So the bear looks... so he doesn't exactly acknowledge Otley and just sort of like walks into him. He's "You in my way, little boy."
I'm going to be Wolven version of a concrete post, and I'm going to let him bounce off of me. I stand my ground.
They say it be good luck to pat head on dwarf. He pats you on the head.
Where I'm from, good luck. No, I'm not going to punch him in the nuts. I was thinking about it.
Well,
Okay, can I get an Arcana check from you, please?
Oh no. Oh, surprisingly, I'm good at this. I don't know how that is.
Okay, so you refrain from saying punching bears in the nuts, but
Oh no.
but you unwillingly send it along the forest leftly to the bear.
I got a Arcana of 23. Does that mean it's accurately going to the right person, or does the random
Yes,
bear in the woods somewhere think?
I imagine that like everyone else is here, we did all of them turning around and punching each other in the nuts or something.
Okay, so unfortunately, above 20 is specific to the person that's you're engaging with, and then the bear just like just huffs. He's like, "Huh. Much better luck to suck bear nuts, boy."
someone woke up on the wrong side of the cave.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, we are actually here to save your forest. We could just fuck off if you want to be nasty about it.
Yeah, well,
That's not how you speak to your children. If you haven't issue with him, you send him to his room.
No, this one's not his kid. This one's adopted.
Yeah,
He
he's a
can't
loser,
win it.
remember? Yeah.
Your father says
That
go
one
to
over
your
there.
room.
He's then just going to walk around and go over to Torton and is like, You half meal. You finger food. I could eat you with one paw.
You do what with your food? That's disgusting.
What? That's just weird. Yeah, whatever. He said go to your room.
I have no room. We are werebears. We live in forest.
Whatever. Bad deal with your fucking child.
What are you wearing?
I'm gonna sit down and start munching on food in my bag.
Sorry, Joe, what was that?
I was just wondering what's he wearing. You're a werebear. You're a fucking model or something.
Yes, can you not tell? He like poses bare muscles and
I just
everything.
noticed the irony here. We're here to help them, and all we've done so far is insult them.
He's going to stand right next to Onyx specifically and start posing.
Oh god.
Look, mate, we ain't really got time for this. Apparently, your whole forest is on the edge of demise. We've already killed like 2 demigods these last few days, so we're here to save your existence. Which one of you is in charge?
Not this one next to us. He's clearly a peasant.
Yeah.
So So the bear is then just going to point to put. You want man in charge, him. You want goats in forest, him. You wish to suck bear balls, me.
No, not you.
No. Yeah.
Okay, Hayden.
Right.
While this offer is on the table, is there anything that you would like to contribute to the situation?
Well, the offer of sucking bear balls, I don't want to do that.
The fact that you have a werebear in front of you.
Trying to think how you go about it.
You hate werebears.
No, he doesn't hate them.
Milk craving is sated.
Do you want to be a werebear?
He kind of does, yeah, but I'm trying to think how he'd go about it because this guy's been a bit rude.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an awkward interaction.
Torden's just gonna jump up and go like, "This dude wants to be a bear."
Fine. There's plenty more
I
bears than
am a
things.
bear. Look at me. I've got like the cloak and everything. I mean, it's an owl bear cloak, but that's not the point.
It's still pretty fucking cool.
You wear
I mean, yeah, it is.
you wear the skin of my ancestors. My second cousin.
Pardon me, sorry. Alright, that's good.
So the bear's just going to turn to Otley, and you're sort of like picking up on this sort of resonance around your in your sort of mind, and he just leans down to you, and bear in mind like he's like 8-9 foot tall, so he's having to like pretty much really contort himself down. He doesn't seem to have a concept of going on all fours.
Yeah.
And
Otley's about 5'6", I think.
yes, but he is still having to sort of bend himself in half in order to get down to your level.
Yeah.
And so, you wish to join Bear Clan?
I don't know about committing to the clan, but it's been on my mind, I suppose. This weird place sends stuff that's on your mind, I suppose. It's probably how you guessed it, I'm assuming.
If you wish to be bear, you must join Bear Clan.
And what does that mean?
When Bear Clan calls, you answer. When Bear Clan drinks, you drink. When Bear Clan
Gets told
Yes.
they are somebody's child, they accept the matter and go to their room.
no. when Bear Clan fights, you fight with us.
I'm just gonna offer my
Actually,
food
doesn't
round
sound
while
too bad.
everyone's watching this interaction.
You don't get turned by a loser, though, do ya? Who's the strongest of ya?
As soon as he says that, Otley, without even thinking about it consciously, he subconsciously looks over to the one that won the arm wrestling and is like questioning which of the two is legit stronger. Because although that was a thrown thing, it's like we didn't see who the real winner of the two was.
Yeah.
Otley's kind of like, and a little part of him is like, which one of them is really stronger? I want to see a fair arm wrestle, but I wonder if I could be either of them in an arm wrestle. And then he's kind of like questioning that.
Ah, I see what you want. You wish to battle Bear Chief.
Oh,
Yes, he does. I mean, if he doesn't, I will. That sounds fucking awesome.
yeah, Otley's like considering it, and he's like, I mean, that wasn't my intention, but fighting a bear chief does sound pretty badass.
Guys, you don't want to size up the bear chief first? If this is average.
No, I'll size up myself when I go to fight him.
Yeah,
or
I'll
arm
size
wrestle,
up
whatever
all.
it means. By size up, Otley, that's like a pun to Otley because he can grow a size
Yeah.
with rune stuff.
I see.
I also have enlarged, so I can grow you an extra size as well on top of that.
And so the bear then just goes,
Bear's
ha ha
gonna
ha,
help
we
Otley.
enlarge too.
Yeah, you enlarge looking at each other, you weirdos.
Yay!
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Yes.
That's a whole spin on the bear bit as well.
Yeah. Headcanon, this guy is a bear as well as a werebear.
Yes, so he's basically a werebear in sort of humanoid hybrid bear form. Hence why he can't go on all fours. So he can transform into a full bear, into a humanoid, or into this human bear shape that he's currently in.
Yeah. Where's this chief of yours then?
Chief with clan. Chief will find you. Chief will make fight.
Alright, sounds good. And a thumbs up.
Yes. At which point he goes back to posing just over here. The other bear will come join him. Alright then, so now that you've declared war on the bear clan, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Apparently we've made enemies of allies already. Well, he said that guy over there is important, and if we want to go to the forest, we go to him. So maybe the strategist guy is the one we want to speak to.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Yeah.
So
The man in charge, surely.
okay, so as you sort of think this, can I get an Arcana check from you, please?
From who?
Whoever is leading.
Yeah, I don't know if he's leading, but I just rolled it as Otley just in case. It was a 23 or a 21 with advantage.
Alright then. So with that, the general guy sort of looks up from his whatever he was doing, strategizing wise, and dismisses the officers, and then comes over to you. Yes. You wish to see me?
Yeah, we're here to save the day and stuff.
And he wants to be a bear.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and this one wants to marry a dragon. It's a whole thing.
And this one is apparently the father of that bear.
Yeah. But mostly we're here to apparently save the day. You know, the prophecy and everything. You've probably heard of us. We're amazing heroes. Pretty famous.
So, as you're sort of saying this, well, first off, I'll give you his description. So, this guy is about 6 foot tall, and is dressed in a very sort of Native American style garb. But you can see that all of the sort of like crevices of his body, like where his abs are, and all the different aspects of his neck, that sort of thing, it has a green tinge to it. Like, he's got very dark skin, but then green details, if that makes sense.
So he's green and then painted himself to be a dancer.
Yeah, pretty much. So the one thing that he does, but as you guys are talking, he basically is ignoring all of you, and then just takes this staff that he has, and just sort of pokes it between Tordum and Remy, and gently pushes you apart, and points directly at Barakas.
Oh my god. Yes.
What did you do?
You.
I don't think I have been here yet. Yes, sir.
You.
I've never seen Barakas so polite.
You are of the Wild Hunt, are you not?
And who may I address?
I am General Eridan, band leader of this defense. You are of the Wild Hunt, are you not?
Perhaps.
He's crazy? Is that what you're asking?
May I ask you what you're inquiring about?
The Wild Hunt has been called. The Herald of the Wild Hunt is yet to reveal themselves. If you are of the Wild Hunt, I would know.
Then why are you asking if he is, if you know the answer to your question?
He's basically demanding an answer in that regard.
I do know nothing about the Wild Hunt.
Okay. Can I get a deception check from you, please?
For fuck's sake.
You're not getting away with this one, apparently.
Oh, trust me, I do. 31.
Okay. So yes, you just open up your shirt and it's like, does this look like the Wild Hunt?
He's a wild something, but ain't a wild hunt.
I must have been mistaken.
You said they are on the hunt, apparently?
Yes.
That's
The Wild Hunt was called by my king not a day before, and it was foretold that a herald of the Wild Hunt would appear, and that herald would be showered with riches, glory, and prestige. But if you are not him, then you are no use to me.
Do you want the money, Barricade?
The next one carefully.
So he then turns to Jason. Welcome, Jason of the Alphas. You are known. And Jason just bows slightly. May I introduce my comrades in arms?
No.
And he just simply gestures to all of you. So the general then bows to you, but keeps his head up, so he's looking directly at you. Can I get charisma saving throws from all of you, if you wish to do them?
That's worrying. If we wish to do them, what happens if we do? So that Totem can't even roll dice.
What would you do? What, if we don't want to bow, or if we're trying to bow nicely, or what?
This is a charisma saving throw against a magical effect.
So basically, we can either let the effect happen, or we can attempt to resist. By the sounds of it.
Yeah, basically.
I got 12.
Okay.
I got 3.
10.
7 even. It doesn't matter.
Onyx also got 3.
If Barricade gets less than 20, I will be not impressed.
Yeah, it's 28.
Okay. So each of you just feels like this suddenly this presence outside of your subconscious, and it's basically just gently pressing upon your minds to let you in. Those who got those of you who got under 15, you fail in this check.
Well, that's everyone apart from Barricade, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this effect goes through, and you see various memories of you, of your past, just sort of flash in front of your eyes. So, Torden, what do you see?
I'm sleeping in a hut, surrounded by rugs.
Okay. Joe, what do you see?
What would I be seeing? Sorry.
Something from your past.
Yeah, memories are starting to flash in front of your eyes. What do you see?
I saw my hut and my rugs.
Probably when I was up the other night and I saw that weird those horses running across the night sky.
Sure. Revi, what do you see?
I see me studying my texts back.
Sure. Oddly, what do you see?
Probably memories of home. Just like the hold that he used to live on, but like probably memories from when he was a kid.
Okay. And we'll just simply say that Onyx remembers time with the Greenleafs or something like that.
Bony
Barricade.
Bob, drinking with Bony Bob.
Yeah, having a drink with Kashal and Bony Bob. And then Barricade, you're able to resist this, so you don't see any memories at all. So all of this sort of like zooms out of all of you guys, and the general then sort of straightens up and then bows to each of you, like one at a time. Welcome, Dur of the Circle of the Moon. You are known. Welcome, Totem of the Aztecian Shamans. You are known. Welcome, Revi of the Platinum Dragon. You are known. Onyx of the Greenleafs. You are known. Otley Stormkin. You are known. Tiefling. You are not known.
I think you offended him.
Right. You won't be able to go through me so easily, trying to glaring at him.
If you wish access to Athel Lorien, one must be known.
You already told me that our access in here was seen in the future already. So
Yes, but if you wish to proceed into the forest, if you wish to engage with this act of heroism that you deem yourself worthy of, you must be known.
You wanna know me, huh? How about a date?
But date me first.
You trying to get laid, Barricade? We're here to be heroes. What are you doing?
So these are you are the same people that wanted to freaking use chimeras and Whatever else that was.
Yeah.
Manticores.
You want to be a bear? I want to go on a date. What's the problem?
Let Barracas have his
Barrack.
date with the chieftain, yeah? Let's let him have his date. We have plenty of time. Otley can go to the bears and learn to be a bear. Dirk can reunite with his children. Onyx can sit and drink with some druids and get high. I don't know. Otley,
Get
yeah,
married.
I don't know. Go do
You
something.
get married, yeah.
And Barracas can go on his date.
So Jason's just seeing it there, just going like, is this seriously how you guys gain entry to all of your...
What, so Barracas dates? Yes.
That's true. First time.
There's normally more drinking games involved though.
Is it working? Are we gaining entry?
Okay, so Barracas, can I get a persuasion check from you, please?
Does he get advantage if we're trying to help?
Yes. Yeah, with advantage, not that you need it.
I don't think that knowing my past will let you know my intention. My access should be granted because I'm part of the Alphas. 28.
Okay. So he thinks about this, and you can see that you have, at some level, like, quite seriously affronted him. He straightens up, like, getting quite hostile, and you can see that this hostility is starting to work its way around the areas. Everybody is now looking directly at you. There's no sort of like normality about the group. This area. This is an area of hostile intent now.
Well done, Barracas.
I'm not trying to be hostile.
And
I
so,
don't want to give up my inner self to someone that I don't even know. That doesn't even bring me to that day. Do you want to know myself? Just ask one questions. Don't get inside my brain.
so at which, but despite this sort of like change in like atmosphere around you, he then says, "Very well. If the others will vouch for you, that will be enough."
He's fine. Can't promise he won't burn stuff down, but you know, he's a good egg.
I'm not a pyramid here.
No, we left our pyromaniac somewhere else.
I'm glad to hear that. You have one such vouch. Will the others vouch for you?
I'm like, Barracas, how much do you owe me now? Give him a go.
I wouldn't have run.
Okay, so
Barracas. He's highly trustworthy.
okay, I'll roll for Onyx, and yes, she vouches as well. Otley, do you vouch?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And do you vouch?
Yeah.
Very well.
No,
That is enough.
Barracas must feel so loved right now.
Tread carefully, Tiefling. For if you venture away from this group and not be known, dire consequences will follow you. If you wish to enter the forest, see the gate guard.
I think he's threatening you.
I think it's more of a warning.
Warning, threat, are they not the same thing?
Warning. He
No.
could have just said yes in the get-go and he would have been a rich man, you know? I don't know why he said no.
Now, if you excuse me, I must see to our preparations.
Did we ask about his preparation? I think.
And Jason's just like, do you want to?
Do we need to? Are we just gonna
I'm just here to get you through, get you known, so now that's done, I have literally no purpose here.
Nah, you can stay.
Whoa. Don't just ride off into the sunset.
I've got a job to do.
Oh, what's that? It's not like you're gonna go fight a Balrog.
No, I'm going to go fight about a series of cloned beholders.
Who told you to do that?
You did.
I didn't tell no one to do shit.
Well, now that this is done, I'm heading to De Winter with Stick to try and rescue Jen from being cloned by maniacs.
Okay.
We're just
fine.
ordering people to their deaths. Is that what's happened?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, any help on that point will be wonderful, by the way.
How can we help you? We can't help you. We're here. I'm gonna root through my bag. Unless you kind of want me to throw something at you.
No, that's fine.
I can give you some poison.
Thank
What
you.
your
But
go-to? Do you want to help, or shall I throw something at you? There is a middle ground, Tordon.
I can throw things out of my bag.
well, actually, on that point, can you throw something 5 miles away?
I can catapult. Depending how big it is, I can use a catapult.
Yeah,
Why?
close enough, I suppose. And from the inner parts of his armour, he pulls out a small, what looks to be a really bog-standard baked bean tin that doesn't have any labelling or anything,
Do
but
I
it's been
want to
cut
know
open.
what that is?
No,
Is it useful?
arguably. When I'm gone, catapult it in, and he just sort of waves his finger around, that way direction,
How far?
as far as you can.
Okay. Why do I have to wait till you're gone?
Well, then it wouldn't serve any purpose to catapult it then, would it?
What, are you teleporting after it or something?
Vaguely. And so he then rubs the big bean tin, and then, looking very festive, I'm not entirely sure if I did the token for him, but unfortunately not, but dressed up in all sorts of different flowers, Frank comes out of the big bean tin.
Hi?
I bloody knew it. I knew it was going to be a weird Heinz genie.
Okay. Do you want me to throw the thing now?
Not yet. But Frank, we're going for a ride. Oh, goody. At which point he then puts his hands on Jason's shoulders, and they both turn into pink mist and go into the tin, which then goes dung, dung, on the floor.
Okay. Am I not the only one that saw that, yeah?
What's going on?
Apparently, I'm throwing Jason and Frank in a baked bean tin really far away.
What if you aimed in the wrong direction just for a laugh?
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Like, what if you shot it straight up into the sky? Like, how long do you reckon it would take to hit the ground?
No, but I don't want to find out. I'm scared Jason will hit me. I guess I'll just catapult him.
Okay, so he pointed in a sort of like vague northeast.
He will
So
probably take
northwest
damage
direction.
when they land.
He,
Is he
di-
aware of that?
he didn't seem to be bothered by it, no.
Okay, right, well, yeah, there you
It
go.
might not inside the container.
Well, the container will take damage then.
Okay, so he basically just.
So you
just
can go 90 feet in a direction of my choosing before it falls to the ground.
okay.
So it's going to go 90 feet in whichever direction Jason was pointing.
Okay, so you basically just cast it and it flies off, lands in the water, and then starts floating along.
Bye!
Just met with silence.
Ah. What if it was like an extra planar bean tin and you put it in Durr's beard? What would happen then?
Would it explode? Because it's a dimension within a dimension within a
You don't know?
Yeah.
I
dimension?
think you'd be the
We
only one.
shouldn't let her onto the astral realm because we put a bean tin in someone's beard.
How will they know they've arrived if they're both inside the baked bean tin?
They hit the ground.
They didn't. They hit the water.
Water.
They're going to drift around somewhere, I don't know.
Like a message in
It's
the
like a
bottle.
message. Yeah, message.
Sorry.
Would maybe the tree be quicker?
People in a bean tin.
Yeah. Oh wait, yes, I did have the token. There we go.
Very good.
Okay, so leaving you alone and now effectively welcome within Athel Lorien, arguably, what would you guys like to do?
Heads to the forest, I presume.
Yeah, these bad people are going to find me whenever they're ready.
Alright then, so you go over to a group of warriors who are basically just standing in front of this gate. Now, this is literally just an ornate archway. They're just standing alone in front of this great tree line that's in front of you. So the gate doesn't actually pose any sort of practical use. You could easily just walk around it and just immediately be on the forest path. There seems to be more ceremonial in nature.
Fair enough. I guess we're going that way.
Okay, so a guy dressed in a mask that is made entirely of plants and leaves and stuff, comes over to you and says, "I am the gatekeeper."
I am the lizard. He is a wizard.
Welcome. Welcome, lizard. You are known.
He is
Again.
a person. Are we going to have to go through all our names again?
No.
Good.
However, I would know your intent.
We want to go that way. I'm going to point towards the forest.
To accomplish what?
I'm going to look at somebody else. Have an input here, please.
We are adventurers, adventurer.
Shut up, NPC, you're next.
Well, I step forward. I'm Baracus. I am not no here, but bear in mind I am a son of nobody and a child of the Wildlands. And we're here from the Halfis for rescuing from whatever is happening beyond this gate.
Was this not the demonic army? No, that was someone else. Wasn't
No, this is the shadow
No,
curse.
Shadow curse, yeah. I realised that after I said it.
Very well. You may enter the forest, but be aware. The road is teeming with spawn of the Shadow Realm. We are, with our forces focused here against the Red Paladins, we have been unable to save the road. There are beastmen and forces of chaos throughout this the forest, from here to Deepwood Motte.
And how far is that?
Okay, so so you guys are put at Alice. Oh wait, so I haven't done the measurements, but it's, let's do some quick maths here. It's about 45 miles. No, sorry, 2 miles. Just shy of 20 miles.
So that's not too far. That's doable, isn't it?
Yes.
Quite far,
But-
as it
but-
goes.
Yeah, it's like a long day's walk if it's, or
Yeah.
a day's walk if we walk fast, and but it's a forest, so it might slow us down.
Yes.
Yeah, or I could,
If it-
just turn into something and fly us there in about an hour. That
You
work
could.
out.
But
You
don't
could,
we want to clear
but-
the road?
But just remember, this is a magical forest. If you leave the road, you will never find it again.
What if we leave one person on the road?
Then that
Tie
one
a rope
person
to
will
them.
be very lonely.
We tie a rope to them, and they drag their feet on the road as I fly over the top. I vote for them.
So Tordum is walking all on her own. Okay.
No, you're being dragged by a griffin at top speed across a road, face down.
Thanks.
The face down is up to you.
We shouldn't have chucked that magical bean tin. I feel like we could have used that.
Well, technically we chucked it because Jason has Frank, and I don't really want Frank following me around.
You said his name now. He's going to come back.
That's I will, darling.
Yeah, but now he's brought his baked bean tin back too.
No, don't worry, don't worry, darling. That tin is well on its way to wherever it is going.
I don't know. I just got told to throw it that way. How about I throw you that way too?
No, don't worry, darling. I'm just here for a good ploughing.
No.
Oh yeah, more about that. I can. Right, I actually tell Habit should have a better idea. Turn into a creature called, I don't really know what it is. I call them spiky googly eyes because it's a spiky thing with googly eyes. But I can turn someone else into them as well. And where I'm from, people used to use them to get from place A to B because they're like big fucking cats with spikes and they're really, really fast on the ground.
As long as you
So I
stick
can
to
turn
the,
someone else into that.
as long as you stick to the road, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be on the road. They run on all fours.
Indeed, but just remember, the beastmen control the road between here and Deepwood Moat.
So basically, we're going to get fighting. We're going to go kill things.
Well, what do you think of this? And I'll transform into a bristled moorbounder, which are about, what, a ton and a half of bristling muscle, spiked teeth and claws.
Well, go kill something then that's not this side. Now we know why you've got children that are bears.
And then I'll turn back and go, that made no fucking sense to them. Go and kill something. I'm talking about being a pack animal. Aren't you the smart one?
Yeah, you
So
can.
who else wants to be one of these? And then we'll go charging through the forest. They can also jump like 30 feet, so if anything tries to stop us, we just jump over them and keep fucking running.
I don't fancy being an
Yeah?
animal. I'm good as a
You can be on the
lizard.
back of one, you don't have to be it. You know, it might be nice to be massive and powerful for once. You know, you're a wizard and that, but, you know, to have the body of a powerful beast.
No, I'm good.
Alright, who wants to be there?
I
Well, that means you're
don't
a fighter,
trust you
Tornham.
not to turn me into a cloud.
Well, that means you're a fighter, though. So that's the difference. If you're not one of these, you're a fighter. So you have to be prepared to slice and fucking cut things up. Or throw spells off the back of it.
I
Whoever's
can
the other
just
one of
blow
these
things
isn't a
up.
fighter.
I have plenty of fireballs. Thank you very much.
Great, let's do that in the forest. Sounds great. I'm sure the forest will love you throwing fireballs at it.
At which point, all of the tree people just suddenly just turn and just face your group.
Maybe you should be, because I don't think you'd have the willpower not to throw a fireball.
What is my most used spell is not a fireball. My most used spell is freaking rocks.
Level 8 wizard. Or level 14 wizard. I cast rock.
I cast Elden Ring Rock.
It's up to you. That's just one option. What else we got for moving across the ground quickly?
I have a flying carpet.
I'm a ranger, adventurer.
Yeah. So,
you,
range, but they both be 30 foot a second, right? Or 30 foot.
But I think her desired terrain is forest. I think she got two, isn't she?
Quite a few actually, but forest is one of them, yes.
So technically we wouldn't be impeded if we let Onyx run ahead.
Yeah. So 30 feet then. If not, half that.
Yes, basically, while you've got her in your group and she's with you, you can basically move at fast pace, but you don't get surprised by enemy ambushes.
Maybe Onyx, maybe you should be the other moorbounder, because then you get like loads of good keen smells and, you know, I don't know if it will fuck with you being able to find where you're going. Can you still do all that if you're another creature?
She can when she can use her skills and stuff like that while she's a Bristol Moorbounder, but she won't be able to use any of her spells.
What else? What we got there? What are the options? What we got? Who else has got something useful for this task of traversing through an
I
incredibly
still
dangerous
think we should
forest?
just go for it and kill what we come across.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of the point of
Useful
why
tree
we're here
gather.
anyway?
Yeah, but it's not a very good plan, Todd. Like, we just have a bit of an idea instead of just let's fucking wing it again. Let's just have a bit of an
I'm so
idea.
scared. It doesn't suit me.
Oh man, I'm just look. I would just like to show off my prowess. To be
Well then
honest.
why don't you beat the creature and you show everybody how strong and powerful you are?
I
Another
already
one.
have the body of a powerful beast, so I will opt out of being one because I already am a powerful beast. But I do agree there as a good point. We could have two of us as these things. That would be pretty cool.
And they move at 70 feet and they jump 30 feet fucking straight up in the air. Actually, 40 feet straight up in the air.
Where's Pony when I need him?
Yeah, it can jump up to 40 feet and its high
That
jump
was
is
the other
50
thing.
feet.
You're a powerful magician, Tordham. Can you create like a cart and tie it to the back of me while I'm this thing? And you guys can like hang off the side of it and fucking slice things and shoot spells while it's tied to the back of me and I charge through.
I
And we'll
have a
make
flying
cart-
carpet. I don't need to cast a spell. I have a flying carpet.
I thought the whole point of it was we can't leave the path. I can fly.
So that's what I've got. My
Yeah,
useful
so-
thing is flying carpet, or I might have a barrel, and I have a bag full of animals.
So basically, the mechanics of this are: if you do leave the path, then you can still technically get to your location, but you'll never be able to find the path again. So when you're on the path, you can just follow it and it will eventually lead you to where you're going. But if you leave the path, you'll just be wandering around in the woods. You could theoretically get to your location, but you'll never find the path again.
What's cool
Does the
about the
path
path?
modify our destination, or do we telepathically communicate with the path and just it goes to the where we need to go, or is it just a normal road?
For all intents and purposes, it's a paved road which is just going through the forest. Occasionally it goes into dirt roads and various other things, but you'll see whenever you basically get in, but it's effectively like this illuminated path that goes through the forest. But if you then leave the path for whatever reason, that light then turns off.
And that light doesn't ever go back on again.
Do you know what's a real shame is I actually have a spell called Find the Path. But I'm such a powerful magic user. I've already used all my magic, taking us from one side of the continent to the other today. So that's
So
been
maybe
done.
rather than we go into the big scary woods, we rest first and worry about it tomorrow?
I think we should just fucking go for it and see what happens.
Says the druid that has no spells, but is trying to tell everybody who could actually fight that they should be the creature.
I was actually thought like Onyx would be the if she's the one who can track and she turns into a giant beast that's good at tracking.
Yeah, how about you stay as a... You can still find the way and commune with nature as a...
I can commune with
Bounty?
nature. I can commune. No, I can't. No, not as a beast. And I've already used one of my wild shapes to show you what it looked like and then turn back.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking, why don't I become one, and then you can stay in humanoid form, and that
Yeah,
lets
what?
you...
I mean, anyone can, I'll tell you,
yeah.
Torden, you know polymorph, right?
No? Why would I know polymorph? That's a druid thing.
You know what? That's my bad. I thought you were a powerful magician. I thought you knew how to transmute spells. That's my bad. Any other magic
I'm
users?
gonna hit. Can I just hit Durr in the face with my stick, please? With my withered hand stick, please.
Arm strike, please.
I'm just gonna slap him with the hand. I'm sorry. He's just gonna get slapped.
I'm going to try and catch that.
Yeah, this is a skeletal hand. I'm slapping you with a skeleton's arm.
So I'm probably getting hit.
You're getting hit with a skeleton's arm. Well, I can roll. 22 to hit.
Yeah, no, that hits. My armor class was 16. That definitely hits.
There you go. I just slapped Durr with this arm.
Alright, roll damage.
Rupert.
It's unarmed strike, so 0 damage.
Okay, fine.
Isn't it? Isn't...
Yeah, the staff of withering is the quarter staff,
Oh,
so...
ha! Well, there you go. I slapped it for...
0
0
damage.
I could do.
What does it actually technically do?
I could do with
Well,
nature
you're
now,
lucky.
so if you want to know.
Durr, you're lucky
But-
I just slapped you with it. Because it does like 2d10 necrotic damage. And I could expend extra spell slots to increase that by another 2d10 if I felt like it.
That would have started a fight. So
Yeah, but I've got three charges on it, so I could do up to 8d10 necrotic damage to you.
Imagine that. So Dur's response to him suggesting a spell from you is you to nearly kill him with your staff.
I just slapped you with it.
I didn't imagine it was necrotic damage just blasting Dur off into the bushes.
Well, don't insult me then, and don't
How
insult
dare
me.
you think I know spells, you cretin.
How dare you? I'm even gonna make the withering hand like go to like a little fist and like buff as I do it.
You're thinking, look, he'll twinge his nose again, look, it's just a really useful spell. Next time, pick it up, put it in your spellbook. You can basically turn anyone into anything, it's fucking awesome.
Let me think. The last time I got a spell to try and put in my spellbook, I had to use it to save our asses.
Yeah, and then I went and picked up another one. You didn't even say thank you.
I did say thank you. Not you giving it to me yet.
Right, so what do you want to do then? those are my options. What else we got to try and traverse this? It's really Onyx, isn't it? Is our best shot.
Yeah, Onyx can basically. So, again, the path is illuminated for you, so that's just what you get, just by virtue of the fact that you are known in the forest.
So does that mean that technically Barracas is permanently lost in the forest because he's not known?
The forest's illumination wouldn't pierce to Barracas in that regard, but that doesn't mean that if you travelled like south for X amount of time, you wouldn't get to wherever it is you're going. Basically, the path, what they call the path of illumination, as it is, will take you through the forest and to stop you from endangering yourself in the forest, because there are wrathful aspects to the forest, where the trees will actively try and harm you, or where
So in theory,
or where
we could be
predators
attacked
will.
by the trees as much as we could by the bad things that are currently running around.
Which I assumed we were supposed to be killing, which is why I was saying let's just go walk through it, because
Yes.
we're going to have to kill those things anyway.
Yes, and the gatekeeper has basically told you that there is a chaos band in the forest, and those have taken the form of beastmen. And they're unable to deal with them because they're dealing with the Red Paladins at the moment.
I still think we should rest and let Joe recover his spell slots.
It's only one spell slot I used. I used my 6th level. I've got all my spell slots left.
Okay.
Pretty much. I've got one. I used that and 1/5 to scribe. Everything else I've got left. I'm going to commune with nature, so I'm going to sit down and take 10 minutes while I let my nose heal, and ask some questions to nature, if that's okay.
Okay, so given that you're in a forest and that this is a wood elf forest, you are bombarded with sort of applicants to answer this. Is there anything in particular you're going to try and lock in on?
Yes, I am going to ask. So I think there's 3 things I can know. I want to know the locations of any portals or any other planes of existence, the most prevalent kind of beast that might harm us, or just the most prevalent kind of beast, and if there's a location of any one challenge rating 10 plus creature that is a celestial, elemental, fiend, fey, or undead in a 3-mile radius.
Hey, it's very specific.
So
The spell is very specific.
okay, so
I'm going to go offer peanuts to everyone else while Dora's recovering.
okay, so as you're right. So what was question 1 again, please?
Yeah, sure. So locations of portals to other planes of existence.
Okay, so you basically ask this, and the main thing that comes up are the locations of cities on this map. Now, obviously you haven't had a chance to read through the Encyclopedia Maximundi, but in Athel Lorien there aren't necessarily cities or towns, but what there are transit trees, like the one that you're basically sitting next to, and they sort of mark the territories of the various tribes. And they
There's no evil portals from other dimensions leaking in here.
yes, there are, but I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So, when you do your travel through trees, or travel through plant spell, you can basically just pick any random tree and appear out of that. But when you sort of think about it, you are in an entire country that is made of trees, and through the course of sort of like pollination and various things, and this is something that you would know as a druid.
Yeah.
Trees basically clone themselves whenever they reproduce. So, when you came to Athel Lorien, the reason why the tree network split off into so many different things is because there are multiple trees that technically have the same heritage.
Right.
And that's why these very specific world root trees have been placed all throughout the land. Okay. Now, in regards to bad portals, you are picking up quite a few just in random places across the map. So you're picking up one that's sort of like in this area, which
Well, where are we? Sorry, on this map again. Are we at the top there?
You're
Is
at
that where we
Alice,
are?
where
Alice,
Tom's
I'm just trying to scroll up. Yeah, okay.
but
Well,
there's-
it's only a 3-mile radius, so that's probably the only one I'll recognise, right?
Yes, but for the purpose of the fact that you're talking to multiple trees, so you're talking to a tree and...
Enhancing my abilities.
Yes. So, but
sick.
as Jason said, there's a telepathy about this forest. So there's one there, there's one there,
The trees are talking to each other while talking to you.
one up here,
Yeah.
one down here. This one appears to be quite big, and then another which is just sort of in the heartland of the forest here.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's one on the way there, so technically we need to go deal with that shit.
What's those one? Trees.
Now, these are like evil portals to other planes of existence.
That's
I wonder how.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
How do you think this like spell like affects like? Obviously, I'm not looking at a map. Do I just sense that there's like fucking loads over there? Like
Yeah,
obviously, there's not a map that appears in my mind. You know what I mean? How would I remember this in a minute? Or would I not?
You're getting a sense of direction. That's
Yeah,
probably the best. That's probably the best way that you can pick up on it. You're also picking up on the size of them. So you know that the one down here is the biggest.
Yeah.
You can pick up that this is the one is the newest and the closest to you, and then you can also pick up that there's one here, which is struggling, basically darkness versus light. But right now, all you can pick up on is that they are evil portals. Whether that means that like an Eye of Sauron has opened up in the middle of a field somewhere, or or if a tree has turned to the dark side and is becoming a portal in that regard, that's not something that you know.
Yeah.
Outside we have cookies.
So that's question 1. What was question 2 again?
Is there any creatures of a challenge rating 10 or higher, which are Fey, Fiends, Celestial, or Undead?
Okay, you're picking up on a lot of Fey. Not so much Celestials. You're picking up on...
And Elementals are as well, as there Elemental.
Okay, there are Elementals, but mostly based around the water.
Okay. Any of challenge rating plus 10?
Yes.
How many? Lots.
You're just getting a general presence, but yes, there's around the water, but there's quite a few, particularly, and that number increases the closer to the mountains you get. Okay, so that was so Faye, you're just getting like just a generic cacophony of high challenge rating creatures just throughout the forest.
Yeah.
Celestials, not so much. You are picking up on one or two, but they're very sporadic. Fiends, you are picking up on a few, and they're congregated around where the portals are.
Well, I'd be picking up on Revy, wouldn't I, a little bit with Celestials?
Yes, you would be.
Yeah.
Revy, do you consider yourself plus challenge rating 10?
Oh, fucking right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Believe in yourself,
More
right?
about us. Being tiefling, technically.
Yep, you are also picking... So yes, you are also picking up on Barracast, but not so much in so like an evil capacity. You are picking up on his patron, who you are aware of.
Would you count as fiends? Tieflings, no fiends?
Is his patron you're picking up on?
Yeah,
it's his patron.
it's his patron that you're picking up on, and you, in that regard, you are also picking up a very strong presence of fiend in Athel Lorien. Okay, so and so bear with me one moment.
It's alright, no rush.
We're gonna go kill anything yet.
Yeah, so this is my favourite bit of D&D, guys. I like combat, but I like strategizing and finding out what's where and utilising our...
Hell yeah.
Okay, and so in regards to also fiendcraft, witchcraft and stuff, you're picking up a very strong presence in Olaf Thalas.
But in summary, then, when I come back out of this, it's just going to be, there's fucking bear things out there, lads and ladies. I'm talking fiends. I'm talking celestials. Looking at you, Reffy. I'm talking other things. A couple of elementals. Lots of shit. And there's a portal over there. There's like 2 more over there. There's another one over there. There's a big fucker all the way down there. But
Can
there's
I
one in
just
front of us
say-
here.
Duh sounds like me on a good day.
And then in regards to the undead, you're picking up on quite a lot of that. However, you're picking them up coming from the humanoid people who are basically having trees growing out of them.
They're undead.
Apparently so. Hey, tree dude, are you dead?
Is that going to be like those other kind of, like those druids that like the mushrooms, and they make dead bodies into living people? Maybe they're like them.
That's what I just got up and asked one basically.
Okay, so in regards to Tordum talking to the Fury and asking if it's undead, it completely ignored you.
Thanks. Nice chat.
Cast a radiant spell on it, see what it does.
That's daylight.
Don't tempt me.
Okay, so I won't make you roll for it because you basically got it. There is a form of druid craft where you effectively create zombies out of people, whether willing or otherwise. You get the feeling that that's what's happening to these Furies.
Yeah.
I wonder if they wanted to be undead.
Surprisingly enough, I can do that too on a daily basis.
Can I get a perception check from you, please?
Me or Veritas?
Oh, anyone who's interested, can I get a perception check?
7. Didn't do very well.
I'm not very good with dead bodies.
I'm
I'm
19.
I'm not Barracas.
13.
Hey. 16.
Well, I should hope you know what you're looking for. So you just say you play with dead bodies daily.
Okay, so the one thing that particularly Onyx is picking up on is that the majority of the Furies that are in this area appear to be dressed up as Red Paladins and have then been morphed into these tree people.
No, don't keep the red paladins. They're nasty little fuckers. They don't even taste nice.
Why are you eating paladins?
Where have you been? Duh. I'm a lizard person. What don't I eat?
That's fair.
I just choose not to eat people around these people because I think most of them. Actually, no, I did used to. I think I ate a paladin once.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I've eaten a paladin, and then everyone else told me I couldn't do that because that's wrong. So I just don't eat people when people are around.
It's probably a good thing. Well done.
What was question 3 again?
Beasts or plants to note of in the vicinity.
Okay, so you get a very severe sense of reverence as so all focus is pointed towards what is effectively the capital of Athel Lorien, and you sort of see in your mind's eye a great oak several miles wide and towering like a skyscraper up into the clouds, basically as tall as a mountain, and effectively an entire city is living in this tree. And the words are basically spoken in ancient Druidic, but this is basically the Oak of Ages.
Right. I'll snap out of it and then relay all that back. And then say, can we have a lie down just so I can get my wild shape back? Because I'm really tired. And then I'll just go sleep for a bit now.
Alright then, so if anybody wants to join in on said short rest, they can.
When I wake up, just tell me what you need me to do.
Right, so short rest comes and goes. The sort of attitude around the camp has sort of calmed down a bit. You can tell that a lot of people seem to be waiting. But they aren't just like in normal guard positions, they're in battle readiness and they're waiting.
Do you think somebody's going to attack soon? Maybe we should go out there and kill some things.
Yeah, let's do it.
Better leave before they arrive.
Otley would ask the strategist if they are needing our assistance here for whatever they're defending from, or do they need us to take care of something in the forest? Who just asked?
I hold no command over you. You may do as you wish. However, with all of our forces facing forward, the enemy in the rear is will be the most devastating.
That answers the question. Strategy. You're the strategy guy. You know the good strategy. Sounds like we're more useful in the woods. And he'll tell the party that as well.
Telepathically or verbally?
I guess both, because he probably doesn't realise he can do one or the other. He's thinking what he wants to say as he says it, so he does both.
Alright then. So, the general just sort of just bows you off and goes back to his work. So, is this you guys now going into the forest, or do you want to hang around a little bit longer?
I'm good to go in the forest.
Yeah, go do it. Go help this guy in the forest.
Alright then. So, the gatekeeper sort of just calls out after you again. Remember, do not leave the path, elsewise you will never find it again.
Don't leave the path. Don't leave the path.
Now you sound like someone possessed.
Don't leave the path.
Alright, so you journey into the you cross the threshold of the gate, or do you go around the gate?
I go through the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
do
go
it.
through.
Okay.
But the
Well,
game
not-
Okay.
Not for a reason.
So all of you except Barakas, you feel this very definitive sort of cleansing of the air as you step through this gate. Like, it's almost as if you're in a stuffy room and somebody opens a window, that sort of thing. Barakas, on the other hand, this stuffiness intensifies. It doesn't necessarily make it hard to breathe, but it does give you a sense of unwelcome.
Well, I do make a comment since it's quite nippy here.
It's quite nice here.
And as you step into the forest, you immediately get this impression that as you journey through here, things are only going to get darker and darker and darker in terms of the intensity of the forest, because you can immediately, as you're walking along, you can see spots of sunlight coming down, and then as you look further into the forest, it just gets darker and darker and darker.
Yeah.
As you begin to journey through the forest, I'm assuming you're following the path?
Yeah.
Don't leave the path.
Trying to.
No, straight away, first thing we do is fuck off and run into no, just absolutely hightails into the bushes.
You never see him ever again.
So,
Bear's gone wild.
so the path
Especially
will...
because he's in a ghillie suit as well.
Yeah, Dale just sits by the path as a bush and just
Pounces out on
yeah, he just
people.
runs ahead of you and just hides and then just pounces on you. Yeah, so as you're journeying along the path, it's initially a very well kept paved road, but then as you sort of journey in and the road sort of takes its various twists and turns, it goes over a river a small stream at one point. You suddenly get various sensations that parts of the road are missing. So you feel like you step off the road and then onto dirt, and then you look ahead and the road continues slightly a few steps ahead of you.
That's kind of funky. Does that mean we technically lost the path?
You don't know. I mean, the path is
Hey, hold up. Everyone hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
there is still
Yeah.
like the illumination of the path. Like, it's very much a case of like the forest is dim around you and the path is bright light.
Okay.
So those of you who have like dark vision and stuff, you can sort of see this unimpeded. Those of you who don't, you do very much see a difference.
Cheeky survival check.
Sure.
18.
Okay, what are you hoping to see?
The path.
The path is
So,
path is directly ahead of you.
I'm confident in the lit up path is indeed the path.
Yes.
Okay. Don't leave the path, guys.
So
This is really stuck with me.
So as you journey along, you come to, say, after half an hour's just general walking, you suddenly come to a point on the path where a giant tree is basically lying on its side right in front of the in front of basically where you need to go.
Can you move tree so we can see the path, please? I'm just going to tell the tree.
Can I get an Arcana check from you?
No. $15.
Okay, so you say this, and suddenly the tree seems to sort of roll over, and you can see a face embedded in the bark of this tree. And this is
Yeah.
I was sleeping.
You only asked to move so we can see the path. You can stay sleeping if you want.
But I'm comfortable.
You'll be more comfy over there.
No.
Yeah, there's leaves. They make a nice pillow.
It's like saying his skin makes a nice pillow.
So what was that?
It's like saying their skin makes a nice pillow to a tree.
I don't know. I don't talk to trees naturally. That's not quite my thing. That's your job.
As opposed to your
Well,
other
you
character.
fucking spoke up and said wake up to him. I'd have had a much more tact.
Fine. You take over the conversation.
No, it's too late now. You started it. Carry on.
No, I've handed the mic over.
You're
I'm
making
gonna pick a stick
a
up.
lot of noise.
You always make a lot of noise.
Is anyone going to hit him with make like a tree and leaf?
No, I'm not that witty, unfortunately. That's probably what Barracas would say.
Or your husband.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like the DM would say it.
I was just talking about the dragon, but yeah.
Oh.
Both you.
I just have no words right now. Barracas, come and be charming on the tree, please.
It's just a tree.
He won't move. And Durr won't
How
move.
thick is it? Can we not go over it?
We can't see the
You-
path. How much do you want to bet? We jump over the tree, we will fall off the path.
You asking me you can't see the path. I can see shit.
Please, Mr. Tree, do us a favour and move.
If
If you do, then we can stop being noisy and interrupting your sleep, because we won't be here to shout all the time in your face, yeah? So shall we try?
Persuasion
You can
check.
stay here, I will just be really noisy.
Please.
I really annoy you. I'm not very good at being persuasive here. 12.
No. I will sleep here.
Okay, let's just continue making lots of noise then.
Buddy, you're going to sleep in two different pieces if you don't get out of the way.
Intimidation, please.
Ollie's going to... Huh?
Intimidation, please.
Could I have
barbecue his
advantage?
roots?
Because I have a reason for this. I'm going to be holding the axe that I got from the beginning. I don't know if you remember what it was.
Hugh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huge
So
axe,
Otley's
yeah?
feeling very uncomfortable because of it already, but he's going to be holding that and like holding it and sort of like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll give you advantage because you've got that.
You're going to hold
Sweet.
his huge axe, yeah?
Cool, that's a 4.
You have advantage, roll again.
I did roll advantage, I got a 1 and a 4.
You could have just rolled again and not told Matt otherwise.
I can't, it's on the roll 20, it's literally right there, I can't lie.
Unfortunately, I say unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, Matt doesn't stop to look at what pops up on the screen.
Yeah. That part of my screen is taken up with all the tokens I've got, so you're safe there.
That's alright, I'd prefer it to be honest in my failures.
Yeah, D&D, the roles tell the story.
Yeah,
Now we've got to fight a fucking tree, let's do it.
it's fine. I do double damage with my axe. That's what I do for. Specifically, because Otley's background is he was a construction worker, so his light hammer was his like masonry hammer, and his battle axe, or great axe or whatever, I think it's a battle axe, is like the tree chopping axe.
Yeah.
And then when we got to pick out the magic items, he recommended this one. It was like,
So
it
does that
literally
technically
says
not
it is
mean then, in theory, that the trees should be scared of you because you're a lumberjack? Basically.
But it's more that the axe itself. It says that the axe's creator was a dwarven smith who feuded with the dryads of forest where he cut firewood. Whoever carries it feels uneasy when they travel through a forest. But it also does maximum damage if I hit plant creatures or any object made of wood.
Yeah,
So it's a magical tree chopping.
does
That's
the
why
tree
I got the
recognise
advantage.
the axe?
Okay, so in terms of the intimidation check, it's not at all intimidated by the fact that you just say you'll be in two pieces, but then it takes a closer look at the axe and is like, that axe felled my cousin. You will pay for that.
How do you know he chopped up your cousin? Maybe his axe was owned by someone before him.
And then with a great creaking of basically the sounds of Fangorn Forest just localized in just one simple tree, he then raises himself up to stand what would effectively be on its feet, and it then looms ahead of you, with you guys sort of in this tiny little pathway in front of it. Can I have initiative, please?
Oh shit.
Perfect.
So I try to negotiate with the tree and I get moaned at. He comes in, intimidates the thing, gets us put in a fight, and nothing's said.
I mean, the axe did all the intimidating.
15.
That's true. It worked though.
Ooh,
On the plus
natural
side-
19.
Yeah, I got an 18.
I'm just glad he didn't pick up on the make like a tree and leave.
He's probably heard all those puns and probably chose to ignore it. Bear in mind, if Revy thought it, technically probably somebody heard it somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
It's why he wasn't intimidated. He was too busy dealing with the bad puns.
Onyx. Okay, lovely. Okay, so in this initiative order, Doe, you're up.
No. I'm just gonna fuck with him straight away.
So what was that?
I don't know, we're just fucking straight away, that was it, we're going for it. I cast Polymorph and I turn him into a snail. Wisdom, 18.
Okay. That's
Are you
a
just
3.
gonna
That's
say
a
the
3
snail
plus
and just walk
0.
off?
So yes, you succeed in that.
Go, he's a snail. I'm gonna put him on my staff and then... Right, job done. That's why you learn spells. And then carry on walking.
Slowest fight ever.
Okay. So how long does that last for again?
An hour, or until I find something to throw this snail at.
Oh! How much does a snail weigh?
The catapult's gonna come and use
Yeah.
sometime. You're gonna catapult a snail, which is gonna turn into a tree the second it hits something.
If I remember, isn't
Do you
it
want
needs
me to
weigh at
catapult
least
it?
1 pound?
Do you want me to catapult the snail?
Not now. When we see something we want to catapult it out, the second it will hit it, it will revert back into a tree.
Oh, we promised the tree is going to attack it and not us.
Well,
Wanna do that?
it's just at a distance. We're just essentially fucking firing a missile at something.
Okay.
If I remember as well, the catapult spell does damage to the thing that you shoot.
Yes,
Yes.
it does. That's why I queried
Which
about the baked bean tin.
Fine.
Yeah, so
I
the
guess
snail will
I'm
take
going
the
to take
full
the
damage.
snail
It'll
off
take,
there
like, one hit
then and
point
put
and
it in
rest
my
of the
jar,
tree.
one of my jars that I've got, and
Okay.
I'm just going to take it with me then.
Okay.
I'm going to write a label on the jar, and I'm going to write "Does snail."
Oh,
Okay.
and then write 1 hour on it.
1 hour.
Yeah, but when you look at it later, it's still 1 hour.
No, it doesn't know that.
No question that. Still
I'm
good.
literally Tornum is just writing all this down on a label like, this is a really long
Joe's going to
label.
see it later on. He's going to look at the jar and he's going to go, oh yeah, it's still got a fresh hour on it. And then like, as soon as that time runs out, it's going to just explode in his face.
Well, he
I
puts
could
it in the
just put it
beard,
in his
and
beard. And he explodes in his beard.
his beard just starts pulsating, and then the tree just aliens out of his beard.
What was that? Okay. I guess fight over?
Yes.
Yeah? Nailed it.
We
Nailed
start
it.
walking
Sorry.
through.
Nailed it.
And I have a snail tree in my jar
Yep.
for the next hour. And if we get close and we don't find anything, we just catapult it in a direction away from the path.
Yeah, like, as far away as you can, because it'll turn into a giant angry tree again.
Yeah.
Might I remind the group we are here to save the forest?
Yeah, well,
We did.
like 2 turns away from setting it on fire, so I think
Yeah.
this is a good outcome for everyone.
Alright then. So, are you guys carrying along the pathway then?
Yeah.
Sir.
Alright then. So you carry along, and like for everybody except Barakas, the path is just illuminated in front of you. You can see vaguely off in the distance various animals just doing animal things, but you see the main thing that you seem to see are deer and elk. But occasionally you see what appears to be a giant 9-tailed fox, as it just streaks from tree to tree, just darting in and out of sight.
Is it a nice fox or is it
Yeah,
evil?
can I do a nature check? Is there any or druid check?
Sure.
Have you ever seen anything like that? And I'll ask Tordum as well and see what she thinks as a ranger and a hunter. You ever seen anything like that, Tordum? That's fucking crazy.
I'm not a ranger or a hunter, so
Oh, sorry, Onyx. I meant, I was thinking Trinity, and then T came into my head.
I mean,
I rolled a 2,
I'm gonna
so I don't
Arcana
know.
in case I know anything about things like that. Or would that not be Arcana?
No, that
I'm
would
assuming
be
it's some sort of like spirity fox thing.
but either religion, arcana, or survival.
I can do religion. I got perfect with religion. 16.
Okay. You do know of the. You know what it is. It's a kitsune.
Okay.
But so anything about it other than that it's an incredibly magical creature is all up beyond you.
Okay. There you go. It's a magic kitsune fox thingy.
But as you're journeying through the forest, and you sort of see these sights, suddenly the sun above you is suddenly blotted out for a moment, and you look up and you see a great, what appears to be a great eagle. Now, you've seen giant eagles and the eagles of the green leaves. This is a massive one, sort of about the size of a rock.
Oh, fucking hell.
Can I question how long it's been, please?
Only about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So as you put, the path then suddenly narrows and becomes very, very twisty, and but then as you negotiate this sort of like twisty path where tree roots have gone over the path itself, and the path is very much showing wear and tear and various things like that, and it becomes more of an obstacle course for you as opposed to simply walking. As you sort of step over a tree root, you feel a presence above you, and then what appears to be like quite a high-pitched voice going, "Shh! Keep it down! Keep it down!"
I think someone's in the tree.
No, we're not.
Someone's in the tree.
Shit, they're onto us. Go, go, go.
Oh! I'll say to Tornum.
Okay, I guess I'm catapulting a snail.
Right now you're in a very narrow space,
just
so
got
it's up
told
to
by
you
Dad
as
to do
to
it.
whether or not you want to.
I don't know, but I'm gonna go. Can you not hear that?
Yep.
Where the
cat.
heck are you? Where the
Sounds
hell
like
have you been? Dumb animal! Did you just come out from behind the sofa? You've been stuck behind the sofa for the last hour.
Okay, so further ahead of you, you can see what looks to be a clearing. So it's up to you whether you want to stay in this narrow space or if you want to step out into the clearing.
It's an obvious trap. Let's get into it.
Everyone else?
Yeah, I will follow the group since I don't know what is the path, but
Dungeon.
an open road. But yeah, I will follow the group.
I quite like the sound of just releasing the snail immediately.
Yeah, so what? Just into the clearing in front of us.
Straight away. Like
Yeah.
whatever made the noise.
Yeah, man, you imagine that, like you're trying to sneak up on people, so all of a sudden.
Am I catapulting this thing or not?
You get hit with a snail that turns into a fucking tree.
Am I catapulting this thing or not?
I mean, if you knew where to catapult it, it's up to you. Oh, I mean, we just heard voices, right?
Yeah. We just heard voices. They're in it, and they said they're in the tree and that they'd seen us. So I'm assuming they're in a tree near us. I don't really fancy catapulting it that close.
Yeah, and you've got this clearing in front of you.
Run into the clearing then.
Okay, so you going to that?
Yeah, I'm going to stay at the edge of the clearing though, because then I can throw it across the entirety of the clearing if
Yeah,
necessary.
stay back, yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to position yourselves?
Yeah, only at the very edge.
So sort of there-ish?
Yeah, you got me. Sorry, I'm doing that.
Alright then, so as you move in, you then hear, not the same voice, but a similar voice, alright, let's do this! At which
Are we
point...
staying in the same order?
Not at this point. You see a series of what appear to be goat people drop down from the trees, spears in hand.
Look, it's my goats! Thank you, you gave me my goats! You promised me I'd get my goats and here they are! Can I go eat them now?
Alright then.
I'm going to hearing that as you jump into battle. Someone asking, can I eat them yet?
Alright, so they're all basically going to land and then immediately throw one of their spears at you, so bear with me.
If it's like a spear of polymorph and we get changed to snails, I'm blaming duh.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Barricast, does a 15 hit you?
It does not.
Okay, and then that one's too far away to do anything, so those two will show at Onyx. Those two will hit. Three and 5. So that's 8 damage to Onyx as 2 spears are just thrown at her.
Leave our ranger alone.
And that will be the start of initiative. So do you guys want to keep your scores or do you want new ones?
I'm happy with the same score.
I'm happy with the same score.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Everyone with good initiative is like, yeah, I'll keep mine.
Right, yeah.
I'm lost.
Oh, right, on 22, so yeah.
Alright then. So with that sort of like ambush bit out of the way, this one is going to go forward and is going to throw a spear at Durr. Does an 11 hit you?
No.
I think his armor class is like
Okay.
16.
And this one will also move closer. Right, you're up.
I am going to. Well, do I have it learned? I normally do, but unlearn it. I think I did. I was going to wall of fire around the back of them and be like, no, you're locked in with us.
Weren't you the one who was saying about don't set fire to the forest?
Yeah. Well, I just said they're not going to be very happy with it. Erupting Earth, level 2.
Oh, the ironic mighty has fallen.
It's a 20-foot cube. Right, let me get this fucking thing up on the side here. Square. Fuck me, that's massive. 20-foot cube.
Yep.
Right, I'm getting all of them. I've
That's
got
a 20
barricades.
foot, is it a 20-foot cube or is it a 20-foot radius cube?
Yeah,
because
'cause-
it is the small version.
Yeah, because if it's...
A 20-foot cube centered.
Yeah.
Radius then. So does that be that?
Yeah, more or
Let's
less.
say that. Yeah.
Does it say centered on you?
No, centered on that point.
Alright, yeah. So, yeah.
I'll do it there then if I can and get those 3.
Sure.
3d12. Oh no, they need a deck save. Deck save 18 or 3d12, which is an 8.
Okay, only one of them
Plus-
succeeded, and that's this guy.
That's 7. That's a 15 plus a 4. 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, even the guy who succeeded is going to be killed by that.
Oh.
Am I throwing this tree?
I'm down around and go, they're weak. Maybe not Pokeball. Go, Pseudo Wudo.
I'm writing this all on the label as we're talking.
Alright then. So, but, is that your turn done?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright then, Athel, you're up.
Okay.
I really want to catch a
I'm
single
gonna
and call it Elijah
Activate my
Woods.
boot as part of my movement. So whenever I move within 5 foot of a hostile, they need a DC 15 dex save.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically going to go like towards the first guy.
This
Like,
guy,
I
yeah?
don't know if you see the line.
No I don't, unfortunately.
So
Now I do. Okay.
yeah, so he moves
Yep.
along like that. So he goes to the first guy, round to the right towards the next guy, and then straight to the last one.
Alright then, and they have to do dex saves, don't they?
It's a DC 15 dex save as soon as I enter their space,
Okay.
and then they
Oh.
take 3. On a failure, they take 3d8 lightning.
Okay, only the last guy succeeded.
Okay, so the first 2 take 3d8. 16.
16 damage, yep.
Yeah. Do you want to just same roll for all of them, or?
Yeah, same for all of them, and in that regard, even the guy who saved is dead.
The guy who saved doesn't take any damage.
Oh, doesn't he? Okay.
Only does it to. Yeah, it's if they pass, they take nothing.
Mm-hmm. Alright then, so that's your movement.
Yeah, that's just my movement. Sort of like zip zap.
It's
They
your
would get the
movement.
advantage
Kill
off the
2
fact
of
that
them.
they're dead anyway. What was that?
Kill 2 of them, just your movement.
Yeah, didn't even do any attack. The last one, I'm gonna hit him with my pickaxe in the face. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
I ignore his armor and stuff, so
Yep, even if you did include his armor, you still hit.
oh, no. That is 9 damage.
Okay, and that just goes straight through All of his health, so describe the kill.
He basically, Otley, essentially turns into a bolt of lightning, sort of chains himself like zap, zap, zap from all three of them, and as he goes towards the last one, he basically like materializes and just swings this pickaxe straight at his forehead and just like lodges it in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just pulls it out aggressively and just lets him slump to the floor.
Alright then. So, as the final of these creatures, of these good people, just suddenly goes down, you're basically thinking, like, well, that was easy. And then, from the same sort of trees that these guys jumped from, because that's how they ended up in the battlefield,
a tree walks out.
the familiar sight.
It's the snail man.
The snail man. Shoot the snail at the snail man.
There's broken heart. And blue.
Do I throw pseudo-uno at these people? Oh, I'm throwing it at Jen. Jen's here. We're throwing it at Jen.
I don't think I know who Jen is. I don't think Dare does. Is he there for Jen?
All I remember
beware
of there was a clone of Jen in that cave.
I
doesn't know who the hell
don't
she
think
is.
you guys
Apparently
actually
you
got
did
to
think
meet
she was
her
like-
as an alpha, because she's actually Scott's boss. She is actually the leader of the alphas. She went on a mission, and we haven't seen her for a while. Next time we saw her, she was apparently a bad guy, and we worked out she wasn't a bad guy. She's been cloned, and her clone is a bad guy. So they've gone to go and rescue her, because basically it seems she's been caught by the bad guys and she's being cloned.
Yes.
But does
Yeah,
the
now
question
there's two clones
does
of her.
every single clone have her super katana that Onyx has currently got?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the ones I stole.
no! We need to kill the
If I
Gen.
hit-
The Gen got like every hit. If she makes a hit, it's a crit regardless of the number she rolls, as long as she hits you.
Yeah, that's fine, because we can just, every time we kill her, we can just get more, like, dual adamantine katanas, and we can just, like, stockpile them and sell them.
Yeah, and also it's not fun to be hit by constant crits.
Nah, we need like, a bunch of adamantine so Otley can make armor for everyone.
Can I please
Sorry,
throw
yeah.
pseudo? Shall I throw pseudo at Jen then?
Yeah.
Not that it's my turn yet.
Well, we'll find out when their turn would be.
Is, since I get... That was just one of my attacks. These guys are they, like, dropping down while it's still Otley's turn?
Yes, technically. I'm just adding them to the initiative. They won't basically take their turn now, but whenever it comes to the new round, then they...
So in
Then
theory,
they
yes,
enter.
I think he's saying, does he get to attack them as they drop down because it's his turn, or...
Yes. So Otley will be able to attack the one next to him.
Nice. I'm going to and smack the other one, and I'm going to give him the same lobotomy I just gave his mates.
Alright then, so attack please.
That's a it's a 11 to hit against his AC, but that was a nat one, so it's an auto miss.
Sorry, is that with your pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that hits.
It's a nat 1 though, so does it not auto miss?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, cool. Nice to know I can't miss them then. 9 damage plus 2 from the rage. I believe it's plus. Wait, is it 3? Plus 2 damage from the rage.
Alright. Alright then. Anything further?
How's he looking?
He shrugs that off quite normally.
Oh, then I will action surge and do it again.
Sure.
And can I throw on my fire rune on that first attack?
Sure.
That is an extra 2d6 fire damage. So 10 fire damage on top of that last hit, and it's a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Failed.
So he's now restrained for 1 minute. He can repeat the saves on the end of his turns, and at the beginning of his turns, he takes 2d6 fire.
Okay, so that's your first attack, technically, yep.
Yeah, that was my first action, and then I will action surge and hit him again 2 more times, which will be first one is a crit.
Yep.
So that is 8 damage plus 1 from the crit. So 9 plus 2 from the rage, so 11. 11 damage from the first one.
Yep, the
From
second.
the crit.
Seems quite low for a crit, bear with me.
I rolled 1 on the crit dice.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's a.
Well, the way that I do crits is that you double everything, so it would technically still be an even number.
Oh, so you just take the initial damage and double it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it would be 8 damage from the weapon plus 2 from rage, doubled, so 20.
20, okay, that's better.
That sounds better, yeah. The last hit is a 14 to hit, and that is 13 damage plus 2 from the rage.
So that's 45 damage. That just immediately kills this guy.
Hey!
He's on fire, and I just gave him the lobotomy, just bonk, bonk, bonk.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah. First one was really nice. I pickaxed him once in the face. This guy takes 3 hits and is on fire, and it just sort of cropples.
Alright then, is that everything?
Yeah, that's his turn, yeah.
Alright then, Revi, you're up.
Okay. Kind of doesn't mess me up. I'm going to move up to melee combat with this nearest token and swing my sword.
A string? You're going to string your sword, yeah?
Swing my sword.
You're
Swing
string.
actually. And it's nat 20.
Is this
28.
your Swords of the Parons that you've never once used before?
No, and it's now coming into use. So I guess I'll 2870 a hit.
Yep.
So nice. That's 18 points damage.
Nice.
The feature of my sword is that when I use an attack action, I can grant bonuses to members of the party. So I can give an attack action to someone within 60 feet. Yeah, that is the bonus. Or if I dash, someone else can dash. Or if I dodge, someone else can dodge within 60 feet.
Okay.
That's cool.
But I did just use my attack action, so I can give an attack action as a reaction.
Yeah, so literally anybody.
But Otley's just eviscerated someone, so it would have to go to someone else who's going to have a decent attack action. Or not.
Is your character cleric or paladin?
Cleric.
He's a cleric. For some reason I keep thinking he's a paladin, and my brain was like, you just crit, why are you not smiting him? And then I was like, oh yeah, he's not a paladin.
Oh, Morella was a cleric paladin mix, wasn't she?
Yeah. The Barragas is probably best with his.
Yeah, so I can give Barragas as part of his reaction.
I don't think I will do an attack action. I will do spells.
I was going to say, if it would count as a spell, then even Otley could do it. You've got Onyx right next to you.
Yeah, literally.
They could do it.
I have an auto crit katana adventurer.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, sounds good.
Then the free attack, auto crit.
Yeah. Let's have an auto crit attack.
Okay, so she'll do a swipe with her katana, and will then go, I missed, adventurer.
Fantastic.
Damn it. It was an auto crit, apparently.
It's all about the turn economy, guys. turn economy.
Yeah.
Okay, anything as a bonus?
No, everyone's fine.
Alright then, Torden, you're up.
I guess I'm throwing pseudo wudo at Jen. I am throwing it with a catapult at a level 3.
Okay, at which Jen?
Which one would you rather I hit, guys?
This one.
I don't know, what do the colours mean? Do we know?
I was going to say
There's
hit
two
the one
clones,
further
there's a blue
away
clone
because
and a
if
red
the tree
clone.
turns on us.
Or would it be better to throw it
yeah,
at the red one because it may, if it does survive and turns back into a tree, it might get pissed off at the other enemies around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's pissed off at everyone, we want it to go through as many of them first.
Okay, I'll throw it at the blue Jen then.
Sorry, my keyboard key is getting stuck, so one sec.
Oh, you could jump on my cat.
You always get jumped on by a cat.
Yeah, not from my head. She normally jumps up onto my lap, not on my head.
Okay, so you're throwing the tree at.
I'm throwing the jar, the snail out of the jar using catapult at blue Jen. No, red Jen.
Okay, right.
So the object flows in a straight line, direction choose. And impacts the host. Objects will strike creature. Creature must make dexterity saving throw. So Jen has to make a dex saving throw of 18.
Got a 20.
Okay, so she saves. Object strikes enemy object, and what he strikes, this one will take 5d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I don't know what. I'm assuming it means that she doesn't take any damage. It doesn't say half damage.
Let's have a look.
If I remember, I think it's like a suck or save, so essentially you would miss and hit something nearby, but the tree would still take the damage.
Yeah, so the tree will take damage, but she might have technically dodged it, so to speak. The idea being, I think she's dodged. It's like loud by her feet, so she won't have taken
Land's
any
just
damage.
behind her, that's why the tree's there.
Alright then, so the jar and the snail then basically just explode and
25 damage.
to the tree, yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout, "Go tree, go!"
Well, I choose you.
Technically, you chose him.
Come on, right.
And that's all I can pretty much do in my turn.
So how much damage, sorry?
25. Does that count as massive damage?
Sorry, that'll be 30 damage, no. Sorry, I'm demonstrating my terrible maths there, guys. Here we are, 34. Right.
Oh, I was just reading the number. I thought it
Okay,
was...
so now the tree has effectively re-entered combat.
Hi, tree! Bad guys trying to kill your forest.
That hurts.
Blame her. She moved.
Okay, so you have now thrown a tree at Jen. The tree is now joined combat. Is there anything you'd like to do as a bonus?
No, I can do it as a bonus. Not unless somebody wants some poison.
Okay, the tree is spending its turn adjusting to its world, so Barakas, you're up.
Okay, I'm here. I will. First thing first. Bonus action. I will spirit strike.
Yep.
Like I will step forwards and I start to pew pew pew. Eldritch Blast. Shit, I don't know everybody. I'm mainly gonna attack the gens.
Sure.
There's two. The third one's gonna go at the red one again.
Sure.
Alright, so First one is 32.
Yep.
26.
Yep.
And that's a crit.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Okay, so can I have Eldritch Blast 1, please?
Hold on a second. Is letting me. What's it? It's just. Alright, just listen. Alright. First one is 19 plus 2d8. 19 plus 13. 20. 19 plus 13. 32. 32 for the first blast.
Yeah, that's a hit.
No, that's the damage.
Okay, so 32 on the first. Can I have the second on blue?
That's a weak one. It's a 19 on the second.
Okay, and then the crit on red, please.
Actually, we said 5, 9, 14, 28 plus 28, 40.
40, yeah?
40 on the first one. This is all necrotic damage, by the way.
Sure. So that's 72 damage to red gen and 19 damage to blue gen.
Correct.
Okay.
Too nice.
Let's get this sorted. Sorry, one sec. My computer's really fritzing out. The keys on my keyboard are in my sort of like number tab are getting stuck. So
Obviously, it needs to be replaced.
all right. Okay, so red gen has really has like a big chunk of her health blasted out of her. Add to the fact that she's got a massive angry tree standing right behind her. She's not particularly in a good place. Is there anything?
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Okay, so it's now Onyx's turn. I'm assuming you're done, Barracas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Onyx is then going to say, "I will try again, adventurer," and do adamantine katana. First one misses. The second one just hits, and then the one in her dual handing then crits. Okay, so so 3 plus 4, so 14 on the first one, and then 4. So that is 30 damage that she is going to slice into this guy with her dual wield, and with that we're now back to the top of the round. How are we all doing for time?
I'm still good.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe 12 or 12, 11-ish. We'll see at 11, another 20 minutes.
Sure. Alright, so
Yeah, do this fight and see where we're at.
alright then. So it's now the Gen's turn. So this one is just going to rush straight at Barracas.
She ignored Otley.
Otley obviously didn't hit her hard enough to make a memorable experience.
And she is And as she rushes over to you, you can see that her stance basically goes from one of running to then one of a combat pose. So she sort of skids in front of you. And she's effectively going to take up a particular type of stance, which is entirely focused on you. And with that, she's then going to make her multiple attacks.
Am I able to use a reaction as she was running up to him?
So, which one's that?
I was going to try and... like, it's odd that she's just beelined for him. I was going to try and create a grasping vine and then pull her back to the tree.
Can you do that as a reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction spell. It's the only time you get to use it.
Oh yeah, sure. You can do that if you want.
Oh wait, no, it's a casting time bonus action.
Okay,
Is that a
then.
reaction or is that different? I think
No,
that's different.
Bonus
reaction is
action,
different. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright then, so... relatively low numbers, so you're good in that regard. The highest is a 14, so does that hit you?
No, sir.
Alright then. So this patch of erupted earth, is this still here? Okay. So in that case, this one is then just going to turn to the tree with the same sort of focus, and is then going to do 2 attacks against it. 1 hit and 1 missed. For max damage, so she is immediately then just going to cleave this thing straight in half, and with a great resounding low sound of literally of a felled falling tree, this thing is just going to crash straight down to the ground.
Well,
Oh no!
somebody did say they were going to cut the tree in half. Just
Yeah,
wasn't
because I
they?
read it, I was debated if I'd use my runic shield on it or not, but I actually would have used my other reaction, I think, but not on her.
I mean, you can do it if you want.
No, I was going to use, on the blue gen, I was going to use my stone rune. At the end of her turn, creature ends their turn within 30 foot, which she is. Force it to make a wisdom saving throw. If she fails, she's charmed for 1 minute, and she basically is incapacitated, 0 movement, dreamy stupor.
I mean, if you want to do that, you can try.
Yeah, that would be the plan. I can't remember if it worked on the last time we fought Lake Gen. It's a wisdom saving throw, DC 18.
Yeah, that succeeds. Literally just.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, she's then going to use her remaining attacks on Otley. That is...
Disadvantage with my cloak.
Okay, that's good, because one of them was a crit. So far they're both hitting... does a 14 hit you?
AC is 19, so no.
Okay, so that's just one normal hit then.
No problem.
Right, so normal damage is 20, you're still raging, aren't you?
Yeah, so half.
Yeah, so half down to 10. Alright then, so as this is going on, you can see a number of the goat creatures, oh, for God's sake, wrong one, begin to make more of an appearance.
Again.
Basically jumping from the trees into what is effectively this battlefield. They've arrived, but they're not necessarily going to do anything, because they basically use their action to get here, so you're up.
Okay. What is the radius on this? 60-foot radius. Can I choose who gets hit with cool lightning? Like,
let's
does it hit
you-
everyone in the
Sorry,
radius,
yeah.
or can I choose?
I think it hits everyone.
Yeah, that's generally the way that I've done it, but loads of people have been saying otherwise. So
No, I'm pretty sure you hit everyone automatically unless it's an evocation spell and you go with an evocation wizard.
Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw.
so yeah, everyone in range then.
But it's only within 5 feet, so I'll cast it and then I get to choose who's in 5 feet of a blast.
So you pick the point where you want the lightning to come down and hit, and then everything in that 5 foot makes the save.
Cool.
Just
Like, well, I'm
everyone.
gonna. Yeah.
But you could like, for example, if you want to hit just Jen and not Otley, aim to the right side of her and it won't hit Otley. So you just have to
Yeah.
hit it.
I'm going to cast it.
The red
circle.
clone guy. You
I was
could-
going to do it like there, and then just get these two down here.
What's the radius on it, or what's the thing on it?
60 feet!
Oh, so it's 60-foot radius. It's like that. You can make it around 60 foot away, but it's only a small, like 5 foot radius.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I'll cast over the whole thing, the skies will get all stormy, and then I'll...
Yeah, and then the ball of lightning then just comes down and hits someone in a 5 foot radius.
Cool, right,
Yeah.
so I'm going to cast it over all of us then, so this clearing gets all stormy.
Sure.
Before that, I'm going to bonus action, healing word. I'm going to heal the tree man, who's dead, or maybe making saving throws, I don't know. I'm gonna try and pump a bit of life into him, so I will level 1 healing word, which is it's a 2 plus 5, so 7 points of damage, and I'm going to scream out in druidic, play dead, and then I'll cast that spell, and I want to actually cast... How do I ping on this thing?
Just hold down the mouse.
You could probably hit the 2, down there. If you aim it like slightly upright, you could hit those 2, or you could hit the red clone guy and that other goat man.
Oh yeah, that's a better one. I'll go for them 2 over there. I'll put it there and aim for them 2, so I hit both of these.
Alright, roll damage please. While I do the dex saves.
Oh, God, damage. I'll do it at 4th level, so that is 4d10.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 10! Oh, it's a 4. 14. Add 9. 23. Add 3. 26 points of damage.
26, okay. Right, so... okay, so this one is immediately evaporated by the lightning. And sorry, that was 26, did you say?
Yeah, 26.
Okay. Okay, so the snail guy failed, whereas the other guy succeeded. So but it didn't matter anyway because he just gets bloated. So that took quite a decent chunk out of this guy's health, but he's still standing.
That's my turnover.
All right then, Athel, you're up.
I'm gonna Giant's Might with my bonus action.
Sure.
So I grow 1 size bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna attack twice with my pickaxe.
Mm-hmm.
It's 12 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and then a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits as well. Oh wait, sorry. No, sorry. The 12 doesn't hit, and then the one after that hits, she uses her parry ability to up her armor class 1. Sorry, by 4 rather.
That's cool. Yeah, so that probably, the pickaxe ability probably doesn't account for her parry ability, I'm assuming.
I'm afraid not, no. She's physically busted out of the way.
Yeah. Okay, so that is 6 plus 2 from the rage, so 8, and then my Giant's Might adds, I think it's a d6 at my level.
Yep.
So it adds another 4, So that's 12.
Anything extra?
I've already used my fire room, so I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's everything.
Alright then. So, now it's the thug's turn. This one is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use its dash to basically get into combat with you guys, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is then going to try and do a whack against Barracas. 22 hits, yep.
Yes, it is.
Runic shield, it has to re-roll that.
Okay. 15 does not hit.
Does not.
Okay, so that's that guy's turn done. Are there any other thugs? Nope. So Rev, you're up.
Okay. Gonna do a repeat. 20 to hit the gentleman closest to me.
Yep.
Which is 9 points of damage, and then I can give Otley a reaction to attack. He can use his reaction to attack.
Okay, so you've killed this guy.
I just
So-
used it though.
Fantastic.
Alright, so but you've given Otley an extra attack. Is it an actual turn or just an extra attack?
Is
It's
one.
an extra as a reaction, which I've already used, so you're better off giving it to someone else.
Oh, okay. I'll use it to Onyx again.
Okay. I will do better this time, adventurer. Does 20, so yes she does. So that's 8, 16, so but, yeah, she carves quite a decent chunk out of this guy.
Is that the like auto crit
Yep.
katana thing?
Yep.
Pretty good damage.
Alright then, Totem, you're up.
Well, I don't know what trees to fire at people. I'm gonna cast. Oh, it's quite close. Cloud of daggers on. Oh, can I cast it around another person, if that makes sense, so they're safe, but the blades are around them?
You can use your sculpt spell,
Yeah.
so that they, I think, so that they could succeed on their saving throw. I don't know if that completely negates them from the.
It does. If it's an evocation spell, you can make it so basically that the spell, who are like your allies, auto
Yeah, they
succeed
take
the
no.
save, and
Yeah, they take no damage. Yeah. So yes, you can do that.
Okay, I wanted to cast that around Barracas, so he has this spinning daggers in a cube 5 foot on each side.
Okay.
And the creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first time or starts its turn there.
Okay. So I'll make it just a bit bigger so that.
So in theory, they should be getting slashed by stuff around them. Hidden.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my turn.
You use 2 damage for arriving.
Oh, okay. Great. Do I just roll individually for each character or just say same number?
Yeah.
Okay, 16.
16 points damage to Jen. And 16. Alright, anything as bonus?
No.
Okay, the tree, having just been healed by Duh, is then going to say, I am dead. Okay, Barracas, you're up. And surrounded by daggers.
Surrounded by daggers.
They won't hurt you. I hurt bad guys around you. I basically used you as the focus point for the spell.
But I mean, can I move if I want to?
Yes, I've sculpted the spell so it won't injure you.
Okay.
You can dance if you want.
Alright, I'll take my bloodstone out and start to slash people out.
Okay.
I will bonus action hex the lady
Alright.
and
The lady.
my lady.
Thinking that.
Just give me a second and I'll be at plus 5. Okay. Okay. So, 2 hits. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
And on the other attack, it's almost a hit. 35. Alright.
35 damage, yeah.
No, the 35 to hit on the second attack.
Oh, yeah, both of those hit.
Yes. Right. Damage wise, they're all coming up together. So the swords does
Shadow thing?
Yep. No, wait, not 90. Yes.
19 damage total, yeah.
No, hold on. Okay, 19 plus 10, 29 plus 48. 18. 58.
58 points of damage, yeah.
50, yes. 58 and attack with. What was it? That's plus 2.
Alright, that's taken quite a big chunk out of her, and she is now considered bloodied by that attack. Alright, so it's now Onyx's turn, assuming you finished.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Onyx will then just hack and slash with the katanas. All of which hit, and so that is. Yep, and very definitively has killed this guy as she just lops his head off. Okay, so back up to the top of the round. But I'll be honest, me and Nessa are flagging a bit, so shall we put into the game here?
Yeah, nice.
That's alright.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah. Seems like the combat's going to go on a little bit longer, so it's probably worth wrapping it there.
Sure. But in regards to you, Barricast, you've now gained +2 to your Bloodsword.
Yes, I tried to remember for myself. We'll probably that somewhere.
Okay, cool. Right, so well done, guys. That was it was very different from how I thought everything was going to go.
You didn't anticipate that we'd shoot a tree at somebody as a snail?
Surprise.
Surprisingly, no, I didn't actually think you'd do that. So.
I got all excited because I was like, oh, like Otley's going to feel so nervous because the axe, I can like roleplay that, and he's going to like threaten the tree, and it reacted as I wanted it to. And I just didn't anticipate just the confidence of the druid to go, cool, polymorph it into a snail, fight over, and then just the hesitant silence of the DM. they just stopped the whole encounter.
Well, I'm in very new territory here because this is as high as I've gone. So expect stunned silences from me for quite a while throughout this.
Oh, dude. I've been getting used to, like, this other server that I've been on where it's, like, it goes, like, full-on, like, post-level 20, and it's just insane. Like, some of the stuff that people come up with. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
I just think if the tree had moved, it wouldn't have been used as a
Yeah.
as
It's
well.
no fault.
Yeah.
It might still live.
Yeah.
One of my favourites was, my favourite combos was casting Hold Person on a guard, and then in the 1 minute duration of the concentration of hold person, I then basically did I performed the Gaius spell at 9th level, and basically, so if they ever disobey my orders for the rest of their living life, they basically take so much like psychic damage, it basically insta-kills them. So if they don't want to die, they have to do everything I say, so I basically have got a guard that's just under my payroll for free, and the DM is just like, I hate you. I'm like, this is what you do when you're a level 20 wizard. Whatever the hell you want.
Indeed.
Alright then, guys. I'll let everybody get off and off to bed. Is everyone okay for next Monday?
Should be good.
Yeah.
Real quick, can I just get an update what XP I'm meant to be at? Will we on the dot at like 140,000 or something?
You should be at 140,100.
Okay, I was missing a 100, that's all.
Because you got 100 for arriving in Athel Lorien.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, that's... I didn't know if we picked up anything last session I missed, so that was it. Cool.
Alright then, have a good night, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Peace. Cheers, Matt.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
See you
Cheers,
well.
appreciate it. Good session.
No.